Hi there! My name is Isabella, and it's a pleasure to have you with us in this video. Welcome to the ultimate guide to understanding and comparing the top ESG certificates. If you want to make sense of the different sustainable investing certifications available, you're in the perfect spot. Get ready to explore the world of sustainability with us and learn about the unique features that make each ESG certificate special. Before we dive into our video, let me introduce Alma Mundus. We are an advisory and edtech firm specializing in ESG, impact investing, and sustainability. We are a prep provider for some of the certificates presented today, offering high-quality exam preparation resources. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to ask any questions. Follow us on LinkedIn to stay updated with all the latest news, alerts, promotions, and more. Also, take a moment to review the description below, where you will discover ESG certificates-related links, information, and current discounts and promotions. With the increasing global awareness of ESG and sustainability factors, it is crucial for individuals, organizations, and investors to update their knowledge and incorporate these considerations into their decision-making processes. In response to this growing demand, ESG certifications have emerged as valuable tools for professionals looking to enhance their skills and meet market needs. However, with a wide array of ESG certifications now available, it is key for individuals to understand the nuances and inherent differences between them in order to make informed choices. This video is based on fundamental research and interviews with professionals who have obtained various market-leading ESG certificates. Our research and interviews have led us to develop a two-vector ESG certifications matrix that we will explore today. The goal is to gain a comprehensive understanding of the nature, content, characteristics, and objectives of each ESG certificate, as well as obtain valuable insights from those who have completed the analyzed certificates. That being said, this video aims to analyze and compare some of the major ESG certificates currently available in the market. We will delve into the Alma Mundus ESG certifications matrix, understand it, and explore how it assists candidates in conducting an informed analysis, allowing them to make like-for-like comparisons of the various ESG certificates. Additionally, we will utilize the matrix to identify the distinct focuses of each ESG certification. In the end, we will draw conclusions based on the insights provided in the video, aiming to assist you in making an informed decision regarding which certificate to pursue. Our research and interviews have led us to develop a two-vector matrix that can effectively guide candidates through the ambiguous landscape of ESG certificates. The Alma Mundus ESG certificates matrix consists of a subject vector and a function vector. In this video, we will refer to this matrix as the AM-ESG matrix or the matrix. The subject vector refers to the ESG subject each certificate is focused on. A certificate can be focused on one, two, or all three of the E, S, and G factors or subjects. The function vector pertains to the specific organizational function that the certificate focuses on. For example, a certificate may be specialized in risk management, investing, accounting, reporting, or other, or have a more generic approach. In this case, we will label its function as Overview Fundamentals. This is because it usually does not focus on a specific function, but rather provides an overview of the risks and opportunities in all or some of the functions. The AM-ESG matrix consolidates the subjects and associated functions of each ESG certification. The placement of each certificate in the matrix assists candidates in conducting a comprehensive analysis, enabling them to make like-for-like comparisons. The AM-ESG matrix shows us that there are two main certificate segments. The generalists. These certificates provide the fundamentals of ESG investing and an overview of the ESG field, encompassing all E, S, and G factors in their learning objectives. The specific certificates are those that can have one or two subjects and/or one or two functions associated. This will help us in populating the matrix with the top ESG certificates. Upon segmenting and comparing each top ESG certification, it becomes apparent that ESG certificates differ in terms of scope, learning objectives, and areas of analysis. It should be noted that, despite falling under the ESG umbrella, some certificates may not be directly comparable. For example, candidates should thoroughly compare the CFA, ESG, and GARP SCR certifications. As outlined in the matrix, the CFA ESG provides a comprehensive understanding of environmental, social, and governance factors, concentrating on the fundamentals of ESG investing, while the GARP SCR is a risk management certificate that focuses specifically on environmental and climate change risks. This does not imply that one is superior to the other. Rather, they have different scopes, objectives, and potentially diverse target audiences. The same applies to the other certification comparisons presented in this video. We would like to emphasize that this view of the matrix only considers the subject and functions associated with each certificate. The level of difficulty, pass rate, study time, content volume, exam type, and fees are not taken into account at this stage. We will conduct that analysis later for comparable certificates. Among the top ESG certificates, there are two we identify as generalists, the CFA ESG and the CESCA certificates. Comparing these two certificates, we conclude the CFA ESG has 3 times the number of registrations and holders. The CFA ESG certificate has a lower difficulty level. However, its pass rate is also lower. The recommended study time is comparable for both certificates. Yet, the exam's characteristics differ. The CFA ESG exam consists of 100 multiple-choice questions to be completed in 2 hours and 20 minutes, while the CESCA exam has a 2-part structure, including 20 multiple-choice questions and 9 constructed response questions. In other words, practical case studies to be completed in 2 hours and 30 minutes. CFA ESG candidates enjoy greater flexibility in choosing when to take their exams. Additionally, the CFA ESG offers a more affordable option. These two certificates offer different study materials, which partially justifies the difference in price. As a disclaimer, the information provided in this video is based on research and analysis during a specific period of time. For further details, including the sources and the period of analysis, please refer to our article, Top ESG Certifications, the ultimate comparison of the major ESG certificates. For example, the number of registrations and holders refers to the period between 2019 and 2022, as this time frame allows for a fair comparison between both certificates. While we understand that this data may not be up to date, the relative ratio remains constant. While all 3 ESG factors are important, the E is considered the most critical ESG subject. We identified 3 main certificates related to the environmental subject. The GARP SCR, the CFA UK Certificate in Climate and Investing, referred to here as CFA CCI, and the CFA Climate Risk Valuation and Investing Certificate, also known as CFA CRVI. We will compare these 3 certificates and also explain the difference between the 2 CFA certificates focused on environment. The GARP SCR is a risk management certificate that primarily focuses on climate change risks. In contrast, both the CFA CCI and the CFA CRVI emphasize risks and opportunities in investment-related aspects. Comparing the difficulty levels, the GARP SCR and the CFA CCI exams are deemed to be on a similar level. The CFA CRVI, however, is categorized at a level 5 difficulty, making it more challenging than the other 2 certificates. In terms of flexibility, the CFA CCI provides the most options for exam dates, making it convenient for candidates. Additionally, it is considered cost-effective and has a higher pass rate compared to the GARP SCR. It is worth noting that the GARP SCR has shown a lower pass rate in comparison to the other certifications mentioned in this video. The Certificate in Climate and Investing from CFA Society UK is designed to provide all those working in the investment sector with the skills and knowledge to understand the risks and opportunities associated with climate. The CFA Institute Climate Risk, Valuation, and Investing Certificate is an advanced certificate providing experienced investment professionals with practical skills, enabling them to integrate climate considerations into valuation and portfolio construction across asset classes. You may be wondering why there are two CFA certificates focused on climate investing and how they differ from each other. These two certificates, the CFA CCI and the CFA CRVI, belong to the same subject area and serve similar functions in the matrix. However, they vary in terms of difficulty level, type of certificate, exam format, and pricing. The CFA UK introduced the CFA CCI in 2021. This certificate is self-paced, allowing candidates a period of 12 months, from registration to prepare for and sit for the exam. The exam comprises 100 questions of various types, such as standard multiple choice, multiple response, item sets, drag and drop, and gap fill questions, with a recommended study duration of 150 hours. Conversely, candidates pursuing the CFA CRVI progress through 5 courses within a cohort of peers, engaging with and exchanging ideas with other investment professionals. Each course spans 4 weeks. There are typically 4 to 5 cohorts per year, and candidates are expected to complete coursework at their own pace within a 4-week period. Participants are required to pass weekly quizzes, submit an assignment, and perform 2 peer reviews for each of the 5 courses. Fulfilling these requirements is mandatory before undertaking the final assessment. Additionally, it is noteworthy that the CFA Institute will launch a self-paced version of the CFA CRVI in August 2024. Candidates can enroll and commence the self-paced program at their convenience once it is released. The self-paced certificate will encompass the same content as the cohort version, offering candidates the flexibility to progress through the 5 courses of the certificate at their own pace over a span of 12 months. As you already know, there are many ESG certificates available in the market. The matrix provides a visualization of the varying scopes based on their subject and function. For this video, we highlight some of the primary ESG certifications. The Fundamentals of Sustainability Accounting Certificate, also known as FSA, and the Global Reporting Initiative Certificate, also known as GRI, are highly esteemed and regarded as the prominent educational programs in their respective fields, specifically accounting and reporting. These certificates offer substantial benefits to professionals working in these areas. However, as they concentrate on distinct yet valuable functions, we will refrain from making a comparison in this video. The FSA credential combines 2 exams to assess professional expertise in the materiality of sustainability information for corporate performance and investment analysis. The GRI Professional Certification Program is a sustainability curriculum that delivers globally applicable professional development on the GRI standards and offers professionals an opportunity for continuous learning and upskilling. Additionally, the CFA UK recently introduced its Certificate in Impact Investing, also known as CFA YIC, a program designed for investment professionals seeking an entry point into the field of impact investing. The CFA IIC is a self-paced course that recommends around 130 study hours. The syllabus covers various aspects of impact investing, including investment philosophy, strategy, implementation, asset classes, private and public market products, impact assessment, management, monitoring, and reporting. As you can see, there is a gap in the social and governance-specific factors, as many certificates are generalists, and the ones that are specific tend to concentrate on the subject that some experts consider the most crucial ESG factor, the environment. This primarily relates to climate change risks and opportunities. All the certificates highlighted are held in high regard and are administered by reputable organizations. Hence, there is no definitive better or best ESG certificate. The choice greatly depends on your specific focus, career stage, aspirations, and personal preferences. The Alma Mundus ESG Certificates Matrix effectively showcases some of the most notable ESG certifications available in the market. Many candidates leverage this matrix to chart an educational path in ESG and sustainability. It is not uncommon to encounter professionals on platforms like LinkedIn holding multiple ESG certificates. This occurrence is attributable to the diverse subject areas and functions covered by these certificates, making them complementary in nature. And that's a wrap. I hope you found our video insightful. Before you go, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, like it, and feel free to ask any questions. Also, take a moment to review the description below for ESG certificate-related links, information, and current discounts. Again, thank you for watching, and you already know. Keep focused, keep learning. You will pass your exam.